Hello mums and dads to be. This is Eric from First Time Parents. Today I'm going to be discussing my top 5 highly recommended small purchases that you should consider for your baby in the first 12 months of their life. Now this is in no particular order, and these are just based on my experiences and my wife's experiences of these small purchases that have worked for us. So let's get on with it. So number one, the first thing I want to talk through is small cloth books. Now I've got two different types here that we purchased. The one here, first of all, is by Tatoy, and these are black and white ones. So they came in a set of 4 or 5 books. I've got two here, Fruit and Vehicle. The reason why we really like these is that when your baby starts to develop their eyesight, the contrast in colours between black and white, is very good for them, to develop. I also like, I don't know if you can hear, it helps develop the other sensory skills as well. You can hear some sound, and it's really soft. And the advantage is you can throw these into the washing machine, get them cleaned, hang them to dry, and they're as good as new again. So definitely highly recommended. This one here is an ocean fun one. It's made by a company called Make Believe Ideas. Really good again, but these are obviously in colour. We use these from about 3 months for our baby. Again, you've got the different pages material where it's got good sensory features. It's got different animals on there. You've got a nice whale here. You've got another tortoise and a seahorse, and it really helps. And what's really good is you can actually clip this onto your baby stroller and it won't come off. So when you're pushing your stroller around, your baby might get fidgety. Actually, they've got something that they're used to, that they find for a bit of comfort, and it's really soft. And again, fun touches for little hands to explore all the little pages, and you can throw them into the washing machine. So if you haven't really thought about cloth books before, especially in the early days, definitely highly recommend these. Our daughter that transitioned from these now on to the paper books and to the sound books. She loves books. We have so many books at home now. Every time we walk past one, she wants another set. And you know what? It's good for her development. It's good for her knowledge. So we've purchased more than I would have originally envisaged. So that was number one. Number 2 here that I've got, baby teethers. So this one is by a company called Matchstick Monkeys. As your baby starts to go through teething, it is so painful. He or she will start biting biting whatever their hands are on. And what was really good about this is that it develops their grip as well. These sensory little handles. This one's a giraffe. We've also got a bright pink monkey one as well. Looks exactly the same, and that has a little tail on the end, which is quite cool. I really like these small knobbly bits here on the back of the giraffe's head. It's good for the different senses, the different touch on your child's mouth. So really good product to have. I'm not saying this is the only teether, but do look for these teethers out there. There's loads of them. When we searched on Amazon, supermarkets, eBay originally, there was just so many. We ended up going for these after the recommendation that they are really good for the different sensory skills, the motor skills. So this one, Matchstick Monkey, and this is the giraffe one. I think these go for typically about £9.99, but I think we got them on a deal on Amazon as well. So keep your eye out on deals. As you know, I love to look for them if you see my other videos. Number 3, and actually probably one of the best ones that I can absolutely recommend, is this nail clipper by Safety First. Now, it looks like any other nail clipper on the face of it, but what's really good about this is it has an LED light on the end. Now, when we started to cut our child's nails, I even purchased a nail filer. I'm just terrified of accidentally clipping onto her fingers. And we purchased, but what we found with the nail filer was that it would sharpen the nails a bit. Maybe the technique we were using as first time parents were quite, what was wrong. So we purchased another smaller nail clipper, which I haven't actually got in front of me here. We just found it impossible to use. especially when we would do it kind of like overnight when the child is flat out sleeping at night, when she moves her fingers less. And this was perfect. I googled, I searched for quite a while, but this one from Safety First is so good. The lights is great. The nail clippings would go into the actual nail clipper itself, and then to get it out you just turn it upside down and just, you know, shake it all about. But you know, if there's anything that you should purchase out of all of these, definitely this Safety First nail clipper. It's a tad more expensive compared to your nail clippers out there. I've seen online it's selling for anything from £10 to £18. Depends where you purchase it from, which country you're obviously buying it from. But I can't recommend it any more highly enough than I already have. It is absolutely brilliant. Okay, on to the fourth one. If you haven't already got one, it is a thermometer, and it's not just any thermometer. It's one that you can use both in water for the bathtub sessions, and one that recommends the thermometer, the temperature in your room. So right now, for example, my house is at 25 degrees. This would, you know, it's a 24, sorry, now it's just dropped in the space of 5 seconds. And, you know, this would normally just, you know, take the temperature reading of the atmosphere, of the air around me. You put this into the bathtub. What I really like about it is if it's too hot, there's a red light that flashes. So it advises in water 37 degrees. Now, if I'm honest, the first time I prepared the bath for my daughter, I had no idea how hot or cold it should be, other than the fact that it shouldn't be too hot and it shouldn't be too cold. This was a lifesaver, 37 degrees. If it's 38 and I know that it's going to be another 10 or 15 minutes before me and my wife bath our daughter, then it's okay. But anything over 39 degrees, it starts to flash red, which tells me it's too hot and I need to cool it down. So there's plenty of these on the market. This one was just purchased from our local Tesco supermarket, relatively cheap. I think like a couple of pounds is what my wife told me. Definitely recommend this. It's great for the room as well. So we just leave it in the room normally so we can keep an eye. You know, we've been told keep it about 21 degrees, 20 degrees. This actually says 19, but we were told by the doctor at the time 21. So we just always try and keep it 21 degrees Celsius in the room. But, you know, and the, I guess a secondary benefit, this one's like a hippo. My daughter absolutely loves it. She's always goes, hippo, hippo. She's slowly learning to talk now, and she loves this. So it's a good little toy for the bathtub as well. So if you haven't got one already, have a look, start looking online. This is really good. And then the fifth product I've got here to show you is milk powder dispensers. So this one is Tommy Tippy, a milk powder dispenser. We actually got these as part of the bottle set. I have seen these for sale online as well. I think on Amazon I saw 6 for about £5.50, £5.80. So typically about £1 each. And you might think, well, they just look like plastic containers. And in some ways they are. What I really like about them though is that when you tip them out, there's an extra lid and you can just put it straight into your bottle top, shake it all out, and you can pre-make how much you want to fill into them as well. So really good. You don't need to worry about spilling it, because if I'm honest with you, I didn't actually realise it was like this at first. I actually thought it was one whole item and you have to take the lid off like this. It wasn't until I was about to tip this into the milk bottle that my wife stopped me and said to me, Eric, stop, just take the lid off and this goes straight into the bottle. And yeah, it's just a lot safer. You don't lose any of the milk powder. You don't need to worry about if you drip too much milk powder onto the floor, is the bottle going to measure correctly now? But yeah, so again, another one that's highly recommended from me. So, you know, hopefully this video has helped you. These are just the top 5 things that my wife and I thought were really useful for us at the beginning of our baby's life in the first 12 months. And these are the relatively small, cheaper buys as well. Not so much your big ticket items that you might need to buy, like your baby cot or your baby beds and things like that, but things that you would typically use, you know, every day, if not most days. Anyway, thank you for your support for this video. I hope this has helped you. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and please hit the like button on this video. And I look forward to speaking to you again next time. Thank you.